Have you ever looked up at a towering skyscraper and just felt small? These giants of steel and glass are more than just buildings. They're symbols of human ambition, engineering marvels that stretch our dreams into the sky. Today, we're going on a journey through time, from the very first skyscrapers to the mind-boggling megastructures of tomorrow. Let's rewind the clock to the late 19th century. Chicago and New York are booming cities, and land is getting scarce. Architects had a brilliant idea. If you can't build out, build up. The invention of the steel frame and the safety elevator made this possible. In 1885, the home insurance building in Chicago rose to a then staggering height of 10 stories. It's often called the world's first skyscraper. It might not look like much to us now, but back then it was a revolution. This sparked a race to the sky. New York City quickly took the lead. The early 20th century gave us iconic structures like the Flatiron Building and the Woolworth Building. But the real showdown was in the 1930s. The Chrysler Building, with its beautiful Art Deco spire, briefly held the title of the world's tallest. Then, just 11 months later, the Empire State Building soared past it, reaching an incredible 381 meters. For nearly 40 years, it was the undisputed king of the skyline, a symbol of American strength and resilience through the Great Depression. After World War II, the architectural style changed. The ornate designs of the past gave way to sleek, minimalist glass boxes, a style known as international. In 1973, the World Trade Center's Twin Towers in New York took the crown, followed shortly by Chicago's Sears Tower, now known as the Willis Tower. For the first time, the 400-meter barrier was broken. These buildings weren't just office spaces. They were cities within cities, with their own observation decks, restaurants, and thousands of inhabitants. But the race for height was no longer just an American game. In the late 1990s, the competition moved to Asia. The Petronas Towers in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, became the tallest in 1998. Their twin spires and skybridge created a stunning new icon. Then, in 2004, Taiwan's Taipei 101 pushed the boundary even further, becoming the first skyscraper to exceed half a kilometer in height. It was designed to resemble a bamboo stalk, a symbol of strength and longevity, and featured a massive tuned mass damper, a giant pendulum to counteract typhoons and earthquakes. This brings us to the current champion, the undisputed titan of our time. The Burj Khalifa in Dubai. Completed in 2010, it stands at a breathtaking 828 meters. That's almost double the height of the Empire State Building. Building the Burj Khalifa was an immense challenge. It required new construction techniques, like a special concrete mix that could be pumped to incredible heights, and a unique Y-shaped design to provide stability against strong desert winds. Standing on its observation deck on the 148th floor feels like you're on top of the world. So, what's next? Can we go even higher? The answer is a resounding yes. Architects and engineers are already dreaming up the next generation of megatall skyscrapers, buildings that surpass 600 meters. The next major milestone is the 1-kilometer mark. The Jeddah Tower in Saudi Arabia is currently under construction and is designed to be the first building to break this barrier, reaching at least 1,000 meters into the sky. Imagine that, a building that's a full kilometer tall. But building higher comes with incredible challenges. Wind forces increase dramatically with height, so new aerodynamic designs are essential. Getting people to the top floors quickly and efficiently requires revolutionary elevator technology. Think multi-car elevators running in a single shaft, or even ropeless elevators that can move both vertically and horizontally, like a train system inside the building. And the skyscrapers of the future won't just be about height. They'll be about sustainability. We're talking about buildings that generate their own power with solar panels and wind turbines integrated into their design. They'll recycle their own water and even feature vertical farms, creating green spaces hundreds of meters in the air. These won't just be concrete towers. They'll be living, breathing ecosystems designed to be in harmony with the environment. Another futuristic concept is the arcology, a massive structure that contains an entire city, housing millions of people with homes, jobs, and parks all under one roof. Think of it as a self-sufficient vertical city, solving problems of urban sprawl and reducing our environmental footprint. These ideas might sound like science fiction, but the technology is closer than you think. Materials like carbon fiber and diamond nanothreads could one day replace steel, offering incredible strength at a fraction of the weight, allowing us to build structures that we can barely even imagine today. From the 10-story home insurance building to the kilometer-high towers on the horizon, the story of the skyscraper is a story about us. It's about our relentless drive to push boundaries, to innovate, and to reach for the stars. These incredible structures are a testament to human ingenuity. They change our cities, they change our skylines, and they change our perspective on what's possible. What do you think the future of skyscrapers will look like? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey to the top of the world, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more amazing stories about engineering and innovation. See you next time. Have you ever looked up at a giant skyscraper and just wondered, how did we get here? From humble beginnings to literal cloud-piercing giants, the story of the world's tallest buildings is a race to the sky, a tale of ambition, innovation, and our relentless desire to touch the heavens. Let's rewind the clock. For centuries, the Great Pyramid of Giza held the title of the tallest man-made structure. It wasn't until the medieval era that European cathedrals, with their soaring spires, began to challenge this ancient wonder. But the true skyscraper revolution began in the late 19th century, thanks to a game-changing invention, the steel frame. Before steel, buildings relied on thick load-bearing walls. This meant the higher you went, the thicker the base had to be, making super-tall structures impractical. But the steel skeleton changed everything. It could support a building's weight, allowing for thinner walls and much greater heights. Combine that with another crucial invention, the safety elevator by Elisha Otis, and suddenly, living and working dozens of floors up became not just possible, but desirable. The race was on. Chicago and New York City became the epicenters of this architectural battle. In 1885, Chicago's home insurance building, at a modest 10 stories, is often credited as the first true skyscraper. It might not look like much today, but it was a revolutionary step. The early 20th century saw the competition heat up. New York's skyline was transformed by iconic structures like the Woolworth Building, the Chrysler Building with its stunning Art Deco crown, and of course, the legendary Empire State Building. Completed in 1931, it stood as the world's tallest for nearly 40 years, a powerful symbol of American resilience and ingenuity during the Great Depression. Its rapid construction, just over a year, was an engineering marvel in itself. For decades, the title of world's tallest stayed in the United States. Then, in 1973, the World Trade Center towers in New York surpassed their famous neighbor. Almost immediately after, the Sears Tower, now known as the Willis Tower, rose in Chicago, bringing the title back to the Windy City and holding it for a quarter of a century. These buildings represented a new era of super-tall skyscrapers, pushing past the 300-meter mark. But as the 20th century drew to a close, the ambition to build tall went global. The economic boom in Asia fueled a new construction frenzy. In 1998, the Petronas Towers in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, claimed the title. Their twin spires and unique sky bridge captured the world's imagination, marking a shift in architectural dominance from west to east. The new millennium brought even greater heights. In 2004, Taipei 101 in Taiwan became the first skyscraper to break the half-kilometer barrier. Its design, resembling a bamboo stalk, was not just about aesthetics. It incorporated advanced engineering to withstand the region's typhoons and earthquakes, including a massive tuned mass damper, a giant pendulum near the top to counteract swaying. But just a few years later, a new titan emerged from the desert sands of Dubai, the Burj Khalifa. Completed in 2010, it didn't just break the record, it completely shattered it. Soaring to an astonishing 828 meters, it's a megatall skyscraper, a class of its own. Its Y-shaped design isn't just for show. It's a brilliant engineering solution to provide stability against wind forces at such extreme heights. The Burj Khalifa redefined what we thought was possible, becoming a global icon of the 21st century. So where do we go from here? The race to the sky is far from over. The current frontrunner for the next world's tallest is the Jeddah Tower in Saudi Arabia. Once completed, it's planned to be the first building to surpass the 1-kilometer mark. That's over 3 times the height of the Eiffel Tower. Construction has faced delays, but the ambition is clear, to push the boundaries of engineering and architecture even further. But the future of skyscrapers isn't just about height. It's about sustainability, intelligence, and community. Architects are now designing vertical cities, buildings that are not just places to work or live, but fully integrated ecosystems. We're seeing concepts for buildings with their own parks, energy generation systems, water recycling, and even urban farms. Imagine living in a building where your food is grown just a few floors below you. New materials are also on the horizon. Engineers are experimenting with carbon fiber, engineered wood, and even self-healing concrete, which could make future skyscrapers lighter, stronger, and more environmentally friendly. Advanced AI and robotics will likely play a huge role in construction, making the process faster, safer, and more precise. Imagine drones and robots working together to assemble a building piece by piece. These future structures will need to be incredibly resilient, designed to withstand extreme weather events and adapt to a changing climate. They'll be smart buildings, using data to optimize energy use, manage internal traffic, and create a seamless experience for occupants. From the first steel frames in Chicago to the dream of a 1-kilometer tower in Jeddah, the story of skyscrapers is a testament to human ambition. These incredible structures are more than just steel and glass. They are symbols of our progress, our creativity, and our unending quest to reach for the stars. The next chapter in this vertical race promises to be the most exciting yet, reshaping our cities and our very idea of what a building can be. What do you think the skyscraper of 2100 will look like? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this journey into the clouds, don't forget to subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more stories about the amazing world we've built. See you next time.